Hey Tactical Babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine, the Tactical Baddie, and here we talk all things lifestyle, fashion, and of course, firearms. So if you're into that, or if you're just intrigued enough to stick around and let your girl grow on you, then go ahead and tap that subscribe button so that you can be tapped in for content like this weekly. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into today's video. Now my friends over at EAA Corp were kind enough to send your girl this baby right here, the Girsan MC 14T Lady Tip Up. Now I ain't gonna hold y'all, this ain't gonna be your regular old plain Jane gun review, okay? This is gonna be a first mag experience from a beautifully crafted piece of Pew art. So first impressions when I immediately unboxed it is, oh my God, this is so fancy. Like, you have the wood grain engraving. Of course they have, look, what I called, I told my husband, this is church auntie. They got the church auntie engraved on there with the church hat. And it's got the lady, but all jokes aside, it does absolutely show you that it's kind of authentically made for a woman. So as soon as I took it out of the packaging, I was like, okay, this is me. This is for me. Okay, this is all mine. But I took it out and I immediately noticed the sheen on it and the gold accents. I was like, okay, so they're absolutely trying to make it to where it's elevated for a woman. It makes you feel fancy. It makes you feel, I don't know, just more feminine. You're already doing something kind of masculine, so the fact that they make it aesthetically pleasing to a woman and just more geared to a woman, you know, the curves, the features, the flashiness, the glitter, all that stuff, you could tell it's for us. So they definitely created this with us in mind aesthetically, right? So the first thing I wanted to do is, of course, put it in my hands and get a feel for it. Get a feel around the grip, see if this, because in past experiences, when we have a lot of this etching into the hand grip, it's kind of abrasive on your hands as a woman. You know, our hands are a little bit softer most of the time. So when you kind of put that grip on it that you need, it can get a little bit, it can get a little sharp, it can get a little abrasive on your hands. So you can see I have on my shooting gloves today just to make sure I give it like I get my grip right and I give it a first fair trial. If you've been following my channel for a little bit, you know my preferred pistol caliber is a 9mm. This one here is a 380, so I was really excited to shoot it. I was like, okay, something with a little less recoil. It also has the ported barrel right here. So then I was like, okay, so we have, it's a lower caliber, it's a 380, and we have a ported barrel. We should have that recoil management on point, right? So I'm really excited to shoot it and see how that flows. Unfortunately, your girl does not have an optic today. Not that I need it, but you know, it's just a little safety net for me. However, this one has these iron sights. They icy white because it's fresh out the box, and we're lined up perfectly. So we'll be able to hit the target appropriately. So I'm interested to just see how all those things together, the ported barrel, the recoil management, oh, and the fact that we got this double action trigger, 6 pounds, I believe, and you have to pull it pretty darn hard to get that first shot off, I'm assuming. So interested to see how that's gonna go. And then I also wanna go ahead and prep it. Pull the hammer back, take it off safety, of course, prep it and get it to a single action so we can see the difference and how easy it is to pull the trigger at that point once we prep it initially. So I'm excited to give it a first run. So you guys know that I also prefer, I gotta have this double stack, okay? I gotta have those extra rounds for added security, just in case any malfunctions, any issues, anything like that. So the MC 14T Lady actually includes a 13 round mag, and then you have that additional 1 round in the chamber. So that's 14 total rounds, baby. And then if you carry a spare mag, like I tell y'all to do, then that's more than enough for any emergency situation. One thing I will say, she a little bit heavy. She a little bit heavy. We like a little bit more weight, helps with a little bit of recoil control at the end. However, for an everyday carry, she BBW. I ain't gonna hold y'all. She a little bit heavy. So I'm interested to see if I carry this with me, what experience I might have and what I might have to adjust for, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and see what she got downrange, okay? That was different. That was different. Okay, so man, the recoil was a lot stronger than I thought it was gonna be. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really gonna be like, ooh, I'm just out here having a good. No, baby, that I was pulling the trigger, the double action, and I was like, wait, what the hell is the trigger wall? But this is, like I said, this is my first time shooting this type, so bear with me. Yeah, it's strong, y'all. One of the things I didn't mention earlier that I really do like, though, it does have an ambidextrous manual safety on both sides. So no matter how you want to flip it, dip it, put it on, put it off, you got a lot of options. You're not stuck with just one side of it. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed. So it's this part of my hand right here, I think it's this hammer guard right here, this actually hurts with the recoil. But I will say that the etching in this grip is giving me a really good grip on it. Like it's making sure it doesn't go anywhere. So we'll give it another run. Okay, and that girl shooting with them iron sights. I told you I don't like shooting without an optic, but the iron sights are holding me down. It is abrasive on the bone of my hand right here. Maybe you need a bulkier pair of gloves potentially, but I don't. That's gonna take some getting used to, I'll say. So we're gonna go ahead and finish out the mag, and then I can show y'all the dopest part of it, the part I really like. Woo! It hit me right in the face, dang! Don't tell nobody, y'all. Whew, all right, she empty. Release the slide, and y'all, this is the most fire part, the tip of the barrel. So you're gonna push this little lever on the side, and what that dope? Y'all tell me that wasn't dope. Tell me what. So you actually have this kind of starts the mag off per se. You drop a round, load up your mag, load it in, and then drop a round into the barrel, and then push the barrel down, and that's what sets you off ready to go once you release the safety. So I think that's the coolest part. It's actually more catered to, like for instance, like my grandmother, my mom, whenever I attempt to bring them shooting or show them how to handle a firearm, they have a lot of trouble actually loading the mag, racking the slide, doing all of those type of mundane things that you actually have to do before you even shoot. So the fact that you can actually load up the mag or get somebody to load the mag for you, and then take a round, drop it into the tip up barrel, release her or put it down, secure it, take it off safety, do your draw, you follow through and shoot. That gets it started for you. That's half the battle. And then you prep the trigger so you don't have that 6-pound trigger to actually pull for the double action piece. If you go ahead and cock it or pre-cock it, then that's not the right word. But if you go ahead and prep it, then that'll make it even easier when you shoot it initially. So I like that feature too. Shout out to Girsan because they thought of everything. They've even put a Picatinny mount on the bottom in case you wanted to lace your gun out with a light. You know, y'all know I like to keep a light on a few of mine, so I appreciate them adding that part, that additional feature. You won't find a lot of guns with this type of platform with that added feature, so that's dope of them to do that. One thing I didn't mention about the iron sights earlier, they're not glow lights or glow iron sights. They're just painted white, so they won't glow, but they're there. And they're white and they're awesome, so, but they don't have that feature, unfortunately. Okay, it gets more comfortable over time. It gets more, I think I just have to get used to shooting something that, this is why I tell y'all to try on the gun before you pick something. You know, my preferred caliber is 9mm. However, people that like a caliber like a 380, I appreciate it actually. It's my first time really shooting one. So if this is something that, this is why I tell y'all to try on the gun though, because you won't know which caliber best suits you, how your recoil management is until you actually get behind it and test drive it yourself. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. These iron sights are legit. The recoil management from this compensator on the end right here, I absolutely feel the difference. I do feel the difference. And I can appreciate, you know, a little additional help. Yeah. She's nice. And baby girl is empty again. That was fun. That was so much fun. Shout out again to Girsan and EAA Corp for supplying this beautifully crafted piece of Pew art for us to shoot today. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope you got a good synopsis of what this beauty actually includes, all of her features, everything that makes her amazing and unique. And I appreciate y'all for joining me for this, the first shots of this. Yeah. Thank y'all for joining me for shooting the first shots and getting a first impression of this firearm. So, like I said earlier, if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe, because yeah, we about the vibes over here, y'all. We about the vibes, lifestyle, fashion, and firearms. And as always, you guys, like as I tell you, test drive your firearms before you purchase them. That way you know which one is right for you, so you can know if something like this actually suits your everyday lifestyle and functionality for what you need it for. So, as I always tell you guys, stay pretty, stay protected, and train to be your own badass. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.